back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go be. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go be. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Know you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. Ready?
Hey, pick it up, defense.
12.
On first down, Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
First down, 49ers.
Here we go.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jackson on first down. Open man is Uzama. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Ready? Come on, the base. You think it's the mic. Quit talking about it and bring it.
And some room to roam now. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, wahoo!
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
11, 11. 12, 12.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Second and 12 at the 34-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Running left, it's Mixon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Jackson. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Now Garoppolo, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 14-yard line.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 18-yard line.
Here we go.
50 seconds. You.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. On is the rookie 4th-rounder Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away, standing just outside his own goal line. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. Now a first down throw, complete downfield. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Pull it good on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Get hot!
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here we go, here we go. Like 20! 6!
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Deep ball for Goodwin. It's caught inside the 25. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Check 99. Check 99. What's the motion? What's the motion? Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third.
Watch the twist. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch the run. Watch the run.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Jackson now. Throwing again. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Switch. Go. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season.
Let's go.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This 2nd quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Now this throw caught left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Jalen heard the intended receiver. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time, but it's going to be second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
56 to Mike, boys. Hayward. 56.
Here we go.
56. Mike, 56. Right there.
Jackson to throw again. He's going to wind up in air. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going for Hurd on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Darquez Denard there defensively.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
12.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Watch the curls.
Over the middle, complete. That's Ross. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Keep playing
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ready? 57, ready. 57 to Mike. Exit. 57 to Mike. Mike 57.
They go play action with Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it's second down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
57's Mike. All day, punt. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Bring it. Ball try. Mike in the ball.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Here we go. What do you need?
Rip left.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
2nd and 10 at the 1-yard line.
Here we go.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. In his own end zone, it's Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile.
Now a loose football. Coleman lost it, and the Bengals grab it.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. And This will be incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. But now it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You've got to cash in and get some points.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Another try for Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Bullock's kick is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Throw left side, complete to Ross. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Coleman has it here right side. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Second and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Switch up.
They'll toss it to Coleman. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Carl Lawson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He finds Ross. Right side, it's complete. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play of this football game. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 49er fans likely holding their breath watching Garoppolo scramble, but that time it pays off. He's in one piece, and he's got the first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Ready? Here we go, here we go. Flag! 50 seconds, run!
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Gets this one left side to Pettis. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He needed a yard, that's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here we go. Not today, you want. Not today.
Garoppolo to throw. Able to slither by. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. Garoppolo. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Garoppolo. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Come on. Check nickel.
Back to throw. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Jackson. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. One last shot for Jackson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. 20. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though, a few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the fourth quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the